Today we continue our Memories series with a woman who was truly a television pioneer. She was the star of not one, but two of television's most successful series, My Little Margie and Oh, Susanna. Watch.
That's a good girl, Susie. You take the phone calls while Nugie catches up with her reading. I wonder what's keeping Cedric. Susie must be starved by now. Answer the phone, will you, Nugie? Sure. Nugie, you don't have to talk.
Hello?
I'm sure it isn't for you. Hello, Miss Conroy speaking. Hello? Hello? They hung up.
Please welcome Gale Storm.
Well, it's nice to be back.
First year, 1980, you were on the program.
Right, you remember.
Yes.
You've waited all this time to invite me back.
No, we didn't. We've invited you, but you've been too busy. Something tells me you like butterflies.
I don't know why you say a thing like that.
I mean, is that one of your
I told
passions?
you I was going to fly right out and
No,
light.
but you got the necklace and you got the glasses.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of your passions.
Well, it's what it is. It's fraught with meaning because if I'm an alcoholic, and when you're delivered, oh, that always sounds really great, doesn't it? If you say, now that I'm sober, it sounds like you were drunk for all the rest of your life or something. But you know, the metamorphosis of going from
into this beautiful
that problem
butterfly.
into a life that's marvelous. And there you are.
You had a very nice career as a film actress. You were in movies, and then you went into television. How did they get you into television? Everybody's got a different story.
That's true, because everybody's is different, isn't it? Well, actually, I had done almost 50 pictures, motion pictures, and television was real new then, as you know, and I had never been established as a comedian. The things that I had done that I'd gotten attention for were very dramatic things, and Hal Roach Jr., whom I had never met. And he's the producer was a producer of My Little Margie, and he called me, not my agent, but he called me at home on the phone and said that they had a new series called My Little Margie, and they had Charlie Farrell for it, and they wanted me to come out and look at the script and see how I felt about it. It's for the pilot film. So I went out and met them all and took the script home and read it. And I was my career was not exactly at an all-time peak at that point. And you're not very picky and choosy then. And so I kind of felt like I had my nerve, but I didn't like the script. I felt like the relationship between the father and the daughter wasn't what it ought to be. It wasn't a good, healthy relationship, to my way of thinking. So I went back and took the script and told them how I felt about it, and said that, you know, I was sorry, but that I certainly don't claim to be a person who knows is a connoisseur of good writing and things like that, but I just felt like that was wrong, and I didn't expect to hear from them. Went home, and in 2 weeks they called me back and said. And here I am, you know, I don't even know why he wanted me. In fact, I was so busy once I started the series, I never had a chance to ask him why he ever thought of me in the first place.
So you never did find out?
No, I never did.
Yeah.
Never did. But anyway, they said that they'd changed it, and it was now just great. I just felt wonderful about it.
Yeah. You used to do something on that show. Do you still do it?
You bet I do.
We know, you don't know.
Huh? Gurgle, that's what we called it. Yeah.
Will you do it for us?
Is that talent? You just don't get guests who can do things like that.
Well, look
you
at
know
the
what
reaction
I mean?
you got. It's funny how certain things stay with you. After My Little Margie
I
came...
would say, you know, that you'd be amazed at the very sophisticated people who come up to me and say, when nobody else is around, would you make that noise?
After My Little Margie, Oh, Susanna, and, you know, looking back, that was Love Boat, wasn't it?
Yes, yes.
Because you were doing the social director.
That's right, that's right. And of course, it was a wonderful format then, too.
We were saddened to hear of the loss of Lee Bonelli, your husband, this past year. You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm. Thank you, God. I'm okay. It's been bitterly hard. I can't even say was at all because it was just you know, it's been so recently, and yet and it was the most. And I know this will sound Pollyannish, but it was the most marvelous marriage you could ever want. Just something that grew and got better and better and better, and the death was sudden. And that is really tough. I'm sure it's tough no matter how it happens, but it's really difficult that way. But I had one thing that I want to share with you, because I think it has some value for people who might not necessarily people who are going to experience the same thing, but whether they're just people in marriages now. Because the day we had the memorial services, after they were over, the minister called me back. So he said, "I want to talk to you by yourself for a minute." And so we went in the bedroom, and he said, "I want to ask you a question." He said, and he had known us for a long time, but we had moved to the valley, from the valley, so he hadn't been our minister for a good while. And he said, "Do you have any?" What he was asking me was, did I have, was I remorseful? Did I have regrets about anything? And that just really struck me as odd, because it had never occurred to me that I could have. And I said, "Oh, you mean like if only, you know, if only we'd expressed our love for each other. If only I had told him how much he means to me, how much I admire him, how much, you know, how great I think he is. If only I'd done that." Well, by golly, in our marriage, as it grew along, we told each other all the time. We verbalized it and just told each other how much we admired and respected and loved each other. And I thought, boy, if this is a lesson, you know, it's something that people in any marriage should, if it's at all possible and they can express themselves, to learn to say it. Because you don't want to wait too long and then find out it's too late.
Thanks for being with us, Margie.
Thank
Margie,
you.
I called her Gale.
That's all right.
Thank you, Gale, for being here as part of our memory series. Just terrific. We'll be right back in a moment.